Agnes, welcome to our 23rd International Annual Convention here in TESOL, Macedonia, Thrace. And we'd like to hear your opinion on certain things.
I'm so honored to be invited,
Yep.
and it's my complete privilege to share the atmosphere, to share the learning, and to enjoy every single individual, gifted people, charismatic teachers who are joining your conference here.
Thank you for your very kind words. I'm sure the membership will really appreciate it. Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
You know that the topic, the theme of our conference this year is beyond teaching and influencing others.
Right.
And I think it's it's in your field. One question I'd like to ask you is, what was an event or a person, which event or person influenced you into starting your career and becoming the professional you are?
You will be very surprised to know that the motivation to study psychology and to really delve deeply into the human condition was actually the very fact that I had a very, very tough school life when I was back in Chania, Crete. And it was really, I was a bullied child. I was isolated. I did not make friends easily. I found academic tasks rather challenging, especially during elementary school. I remember there was a time in my life, and I was right, like 10 or 11 years old, when I had enough with myself. I said, this cannot go on anymore. I really have to do something with myself. And I clearly remember the determination that became formed within me to really make a statement as a human being, to make something meaningful out of who I am. And in many ways, those hurts of the past fueled my passion to understand people, to connect with people, my passion for education, and my commitment to making this planet, maybe the tiny spot where I am, something precious and special and better for people around me.
Basically, even though it might sound a bit bad, these bad experiences actually helped us. Helped us because now you're the professional you are and you're giving such wonderful advice to all of us.
This is very comforting to hear.
Yes. Agnes, in your opinion, what would you say would be the next major developments that will take place? Well, in education, but in particular the ELT or EFLT field.
I think in the next decade, radical changes will happen and big shifts will take place. I think that the mind and the cognition and the thinking of young kids is shaped by technology. So I think I will repeat what most everybody is saying, that education will be so much more facilitated by technology. In my esteem, I believe that in the next decade, children will learn through multiple channels. They will learn from everywhere, from all kinds of sources, in a multi-sensory 3D way. They will be able to download apps and use their mobile phone. They will be able to learn through their tablets. They will be able to learn through virtual communities more than ever before. One might ask, is this good or bad? And some people think of this as a fragmented, dehumanized kind of learning. And it all depends on us teachers. And many of us, just because we are digital immigrants and they are digital natives, we don't understand all the radical and so fast shifts that are happening, and we keep our distance. In fact, we need to take these evolutions in stride and be able to facilitate children, our students, to humanize technology rather than technology dehumanize them. And this is our task, I believe. And we need to update our own software, our own mindsets to be able to achieve this. Another evolution that I think is coming fast is what I would call individualized learning. I believe that the skills that will be required in the coming decades will be extremely diverse. It will not be just enough to know and speak one foreign language, for example, but it's how you use it and what kind of terminology you use with it, or how you use it in conjunction with technology, that will make students seek out specialized applications of foreign language learning, specialized tools, specialized software, and specialized classes. So the kind of classroom learning where one curriculum fits everybody who is, say, 10 years old or 15 years old, I think it will be done with, and we will be able to provide a basic core of an EFL curriculum, but there will be so many specialized and so many different particulars which will be supporting what and how children learn in terms of languages anyway. And let's not forget that there is a complete world of a foreign language, which is the technological language. And I think code and writing code or understanding code will be added to the roster of what we call foreign languages.
Yes, I would totally agree. Having two sons now, which are not that old, but are already very capable when it comes to working with tablets and so on.
Sure.
I totally agree, and I think our viewers will agree as well. And to sum up, I think what you're basically saying is that the teacher is there to guide rather than actually
Indeed.
feed the information needed.
Indeed.
And one last question, because a lot of our members who are attending today have had the chance to listen to your wonderful plenary talk, which took place in the morning, but also there are many people who also watch us online. I'd say I'd like a piece of advice that you'd like to give to all teachers, not only in Greece, but in general.
I will give a very general piece of advice that, first of all, we need to understand that it is not enough to teach anymore. We need to broaden our educational agenda and understand that over and above providing information or processes that have to do with teaching, just as the theme of this conference is, I believe we need to be ourselves ever learners so that we are able to lead our students into a new era where knowing things is not enough anymore. They need to be understanding, to be exercising their imagination, their initiative, to be producing ideas and creating the future step by step, because the rhythm of change is speeding up so very much. And over and above all this, I believe that beyond teaching, it is our task to touch their souls, to touch their emotions, to inspire them, and about the huge, undebatable human values. We need to be models of what it is to be a human being, to be walking this life with integrity, with generosity, and with gratefulness. If we were to only teach those three things to our students, I think this they will never find in their computers, in technology, in software, over the internet. Those special, precious values, it is our task to communicate and to model for them.
Okay. Agnes, thank you very much.
I'm honored.
And again,
Thank you so much.
thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.